Hi, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to automate virtually anything, be it applications, websites, or even games using a fantastic free software called PyMacroRecord. PyMacroRecord is a completely free and open-source macro recorder software that is incredibly easy to use. It supports fluid recording, capturing mouse movements, and any key presses you make on your keyboard. To download your free copy, visit the official website and click on the download link. I recommend using the portable version for convenience. After downloading, simply run the application. No installation is required. The user interface is very straightforward, consisting of only two buttons, one on the right-hand side to record your mouse and keyboard, and another to playback your recordings. To record a simple sequence or task, simply press the red circle button. Now, I'm going to open Notepad and type some text. Once you have finished your actions, return to the main window and press the black stop button to stop the macro recorder. After I finished my recording, I'll press the playback button. As you can see, PyMacroRecord has captured everything I typed, automatically opening Notepad and magically typing the text. It truly feels like magic.
Wow, that was amazing.
First, before we continue, let's set up hotkeys in PyMacroRecord so you can use them instead of pressing the buttons in the GUI. To do this, go to Options, then Settings, and select Hotkeys. I suggest using hotkeys that are less likely to interfere with other applications or windows. Once you've set your hotkeys, press the Close button to exit the dialog and save the settings. You can also check the setting to show events in the status bar. In this menu, you'll find options to define what you want to record, whether it's mouse movements, mouse clicks, or keyboard presses. Now, press the defined hotkey to start the recording. Type some text or perform the actions you wish to repeat. When you're finished, press the hotkey again to stop the recording. Before we playback, let's check the playback options. Go to the Options menu, then select Playback and Speed. Here, you can set the speed. Note that 10 is the highest speed. You can also define how many times your recorded actions will be repeated. I go with 12 repetitions. Once everything is set, press the defined hotkey to start the playback. Like clockwork, the text is typed out 12 times just as we set it. After those repetitions, the playback stops automatically. Well done! I really like this software. It works as advertised and is so easy to use. Before I show you more automation examples, I want to point out a limitation of the software that you should keep in mind while using it. First, let's create a new recording. Go to the File menu and select New. For instance, if I were to automate a simple calculation, I would press the Record button and then enter 1 + 1 =. Now, press the Play button or your hotkey to replay the recording. Everything is functioning perfectly. Watch what happens if I move the window before playback. The script doesn't work properly because it uses absolute mouse positions rather than positions relative to the calculator window. So, keep that in mind when recording or playing back your macros. Now, let me show you how to save and load a macro for reuse. First, create a new macro and record something. For demonstration, I'll simply drag this icon around. Once you've recorded your actions, save the macro. You can load this macro anytime to reproduce the actions effortlessly. To load the macro, go to the File menu and select Load. In the File Picker, choose the macro you want to load. Then, press the Playback button to replay the macro actions. You can also manually edit the created macros by loading the macro in any text editor. With the standard settings, the macro might not be very readable. If you plan to edit your macros later, I suggest changing a setting. Go to Settings and uncheck Compact Macro Data. All newly created macros will from now on look like this, making them easier to edit later. Another thing I want to show you is how to handle situations where the application behaves strangely or if you've messed up the settings. You can reset the settings by going to Options, then Others, and selecting Reset Settings. If that doesn't help, you can check and even delete the user settings completely. You'll find the user settings in this folder. So, that's basically it for today. I think PyMacroRecord is a pretty decent piece of software. Here are a few features I'd like to see in future versions. What do you think about this software? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time!
Yeah! Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.